face dependent, then let's just make sure innocent sign shines.
Yep. Both junglers turn orange. And again, we recommended that JP go for a tank that can actually set or initiate, but no, they pull it all the way the other way.
Oh!
Carl Easy uses his red tree.
Okay, that was close. So this is a very nice rotation, by the way, for TNC. So most picked heroes for Bentings, Franco Cho, and Lolita, although there is a lot of happenings on this side, but Little Wonder will go to the side of TNC.
Yeah, I get this Faramis more. They just want to be annoying again. Look at that.
Oh! Grand Theft Purple, a minute in. TNC, they're going for the finish, man.
King Kong is on fire. I mean, King Kong is in the jungle, literally and figuratively.
The King Kong of the jungle. I think I hear the hoo-hoo-hoo, but it's still kind of far. It's still kind of far. It's off in the distance right now. Maybe later we'll hear the hoo-hoo a little bit louder.
Oh, man.
Good right now for Echo. TNC, they're just continuing the tempo, rightfully so. Ben thinks, again, he's a man on a mission right now. This is the scariest I've seen Ben thinks in recent memory.
Looking at this turtle spawning in about 20 seconds, Carl Easy's just struggling. Carl Easy's just looking for what he can get on the map. He's starving. How do you starve a Fredrin in under 2 minutes, man? Ask TNC.
Ask TNC. Send the Minotaur. Send the Martis in. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit more to that as well, but seems also Echo are slightly out of their groove with their rotation. This time picking a Novaria roam. Again, the pick does make a lot of sense. Echo's draft index is so much better for them, but TNC are playing right against it.
Yeah, it's as if they are one step ahead. And speaking of one step ahead, we have 4 players ready for TNC. Actually 3, because Bentix is ready if there's going to be a counterplay on Sanji's side. So we can see the IMU for Sanji on this Nether Realm.
Oh!
Carl Easy right on spot for that retribution play.
Oh, he just finessed his way there. Use a Cyclone Eye too. And in the split-second decision, I'm going to let go of this buff and just press the button. Retribution. I'm not saying this puts Echo back in a 50-50 position, but you got to commend a good play.
If TNC relied on Ben Things to make Carl Easy struggle early on, Carl's just showing Carl Things with the smoothest retry I've seen in a while. And now Echo, again, they're not completely back, but TNC need to acknowledge the fact that, oh wait,
there is an aggression for the side of TNC, although there is a counterplay as well. For the side of Echo, there are 2 players versus 3 as Carl Easy and the rest will disengage.
I forget how tanky a Fredrin can be even in the early game. Able to survive all that onslaught, Carl Easy. And that's a trend that I've seen with Carl Easy's play. He's not afraid to also be a secondary roamer for the team when needed and just soak damage and bait things out. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Sanford having a much better time against Ajay in the XP lane. The Paquito, almost 2, but he's about to hit level 5 Ajay, but it's a level gap favoring Sanford.
Yep, here we go. Astral Echo thrown out. I think that whole space down bottom that Sanford's buying for Echo allows for them to actually claw back. It's a huge impact.
Yeah, because even Ajay is not able to be part of the team fight when in fact he's the ones that actually set up play for TNC earlier.
We saw something similar that Minana Evos did when they picked up a Toms against a Terizla. It did really well in lane, but when it came to the team fights, what can it do? And that might be the question later on for Sanford. But again, that's a good thing about the Paquito. Those knockups are really massive.
Although Sanji's already low life. First blood decimate by King Kong.
Yep. Sanji did not spend an ult, spend his flicker. He understood, but good news is he'll be in time for this turtle fight as the turtle spawns. Second one of the game. Echo currently 1-0. Carl Easy with the pull.
Okay, we have 4 players, actually 5 players already for the side of TNC. Perfect time for them. Astral Echo by JP. Trigger is now already low on life as Carl Easy is going to be out in front of many players. Carl Easy will secure that one. Very cute as well for those kills, and Echo with that Echo Express play. Goya pulls in, but look at JP. There's no space for TNC to back away. Where are you guys going as Echo will force a wipeout?
You call it a wipeout? I think it is a wipeout. Underneath tier 1 up top, after the turtle take, 5 minutes in, Echo is awake, Echo is alive. They're going into all chat saying, my turn.
That's 5 members of Echo right onto Carl Easy, and he said, nope, still my turtle. Still my turn, as you put it, Leo. And there's no other way to put it than I don't hear. That isn't the sound of apes in the distance. That's bah, bah. They sound like goats. Those sound like goats.
Sounded a goat.
All right, so again, the fact that Echo have clawed themselves into 3K gold lead approaching, 6 minutes in, all turtles over to them. It's safe to say TNC, the ball is in their court. How do they claw back into this? How did this rubber banding even happen, right? Because right now, it's all Echo, it's all Orca.
Yeah, TNC, Ajay a little bit too eager to land that setup. Ben thinks might get caught out.
Another setup play maybe for the side of TNC, and look at that! Instantly, JP is going to be down and possible target as well.
Oh.
It's going to be very cute. So we have 5 players rather of TNC. Ajay will use that penalty zone just to force out a kill against Very Cutie. And TNC right now singling out the players of Echo.
Okay, is it just me or did it just look like Benny and JP accepted the fact? They just welcomed it. And now it's going on more!
Another one at the bottom lane. Cardis is the target here for TNC.
Oh!
But Tutsakin of Asanji will secure a kill against Innocent. Here comes the Nether Realms. Astral Echo as well by JP. And look at that. Cardis is still alive. What?
They're still going. Sanji from the back. Putting in some damage. Down goes Carl.
Okay, Sanford with those skills. Again, welcome to Casa de la 40. And 2.3k gold lead right now for Echo.
And they go straight for the turtle too. Why not? Carl Easy 10 seconds away. King Kong a little more than that. Echo, they want to fight.
Man, sometimes you ask yourself, why is Echo fighting these things? And they did. They showed why. The trust for Carl Teasy to survive. The trust in Sanji and Sanford to be able to gank perfectly. Take down Innocent early. Trust that JP will be back in time with the Navaria and then the help will be there. What a call by Echo. It looked shaky. It honestly looked questionable that they were going to fight that, but it worked out in the end. We also have to consider the fact that because TNC right now early on are very physical damage dependent, Echo, Carl Teasy had an anti-cuirass on him, and there's also a Dreadnought armor onto the chest of Sanford.
And they're just going to keep going. It's as if that sequence down bottom didn't even happen for TNC because Echo just clapped back as quickly. And look at the map, folks. It's blue. Echo can go wherever they want.
And during that moment, it's a very long... Wait. Almost a long team fight. But I set up play by Ben thinks there's someone from TNC to secure that one. Nope. Because Carl TC is here again for Echo. Same goes with Sanford and Sanji. But King Kong will secure that kill on the Decimate against JP. Nether Realm there for Sanji. Benigune is here as well. Oh! Look at Sanford just punching the players of TNC as Ben thinks is gonna be down. Benigune on those free hits. Goyo.
Looking for the pull. Goyo goes down. Sanji gets the kill. Another one falls. 40 traded out for. They're still going.
Okay, but here comes Ajay. Okay, well that was happening. A lot of plays from both. No one's ready and no one's prepared to let go of anyone.
I love it. You know what? It's been a while since we've seen a scrappy fight like this. If I'm not mistaken, it was also TNC going up against AP Bren.
Yes.
The Phoenix likes to fight.
And it's just fight after fight that we're seeing in Echo. We're seeing their understanding of the limit of their health, the limit of what they can bring out to the table. Carl Teasy immediately going for Innocent and acknowledging the fact that one big Appraiser's Wrath after a great amount of damage will be enough to just take out the Nether Realm effects immediately. So TNC are immediately going to be put into a not safe position. They'll be vulnerable is what I'm trying to say. But then Echo is still just continuing to fight these fights because they know Benny will always have the late entry to depend on. But TNC are also responding it well. They sidestep Nibiru's passion so well there.
And I think the key here is going to be who forgets to manage the waves, who forgets to do their homework before getting into these big engagements. Lord Dance withstanding 40, about to get spotted.
Okay, at the bottom lane, by the way, Sanford is going to be down by the hands of Innocent. So this time around, TNC is full and complete. But for Echo, they are ready to get revenge
They left
on
Carl.
that kill against Sanford. But this is happening. The Lord is already being taken here. So who's going to get the shot? It's going to be Karkisi again. Right on spot, Benny Cutie.
Oh no, that's it. Just the 2 members left. Now goes Goyo. Ajay just falls. Innocent can only wait and watch. Oh, I'm left alone. I'm left unsupervised. What's he thinking? Oh, spots JP. Gets the ult. No one
memory.
home.
Okay, no one home during that moment. I was expecting for a kill.
Yep.
For it. Wait.
Carl,
Carl under the turret has been killed by the turret.
That was just Carl DZ letting the ML out of him. He was just
It looked like a miscommunication because Sanji and JP were there to actually just basic attack it anyway.
Go there.
But then I think they were also telling Carl, no!
No.
But Carl did. Oh, is he going to get a snap? Ooh, still lands.
Good
That's
damage.
a warning shot.
But there's a sustain from Ben Thinks. If there was no motivation roar, it could have been deadly against Innocent during that time.
I can only imagine the transcript of that moment for Echo. Carl says, I want it. Sanji and JP, what do you want? I just want it.
What's it?
And next thing you know, he's taking a little too many turret hits. But yeah, no, back to the topic at hand. With this fast-paced team fighting and Echo's understanding of the engage, the re-engage, and the vision game, they're still sitting at 6K ahead, despite all of the overcommitments.
It's great itemization as well. Again, the fact that they early built anti-Karasis, Carl TZ and Sanford mitigated the damage TNC's bringing out. Now they have to itemize towards the Faramis because the damage of Goyo is starting to be something to respect. However, we also have to acknowledge Sanji's ultimate selection. Most of the times it's Netherrealm, but he also was able to get the Minoan Fury of Ben Thinks to ensure the kill onto him. And the calls of Sanji and Sanford, I'm not sure who's calling it, but with how they're playing and how they're moving, Sansan's really setting the tempo of aggression here for Echo, and it's catching TNC off guard because now they're put into a corner where they don't want to always fight, but Echo says, no, we will.
Yep. Just to put that into context, everyone else from Echo can do whatever they want, but the only real, foundations are the Sansan duo. The Sansan duo cannot trade. You take down Sanji, you take down Sanford, it all falls apart. Carl DZ, Benny, JP, they can afford to play around. They can trade.
Yep, because there is also a damage from JP as well. So by the way, one thing that is making TNC a hard time is the Astral Echoes from JP.
Yeah.
They can't really set up a play because Echo's looking forward because they have the vision against them.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt. And so now one of the biggest problems for Echo in the previous game was JP couldn't get vision. He was standing there just trying to heal Carl TZ and keep their jungle safe. But now with the Novaria, he'll be able to just throw out that ultimate, get a read onto TNC, which makes TNC's attempt to come back into this even more difficult. Sanford's going to be pushing down bottom lane to open up the map a bit more. Benny Cutie has a win in nature, so it has to be something acknowledged. Again, TNC is physical damage dependent here.
Okay.
Here we go. Astral Echo starting up the dance.
Astral Echo, and we have the XP lane matchup at the bottom lane. Again, for TNC, they need to force this Retribution steal for King Kong. Also, okay, Ben Thinks on that setup play. We have the Netherrealm from Sanji. Sanji up front. The Totem Heart Memory. Not enough damage here for Innocent as Carl Easy will soak in all the damage from TNC. And the Lord is now half on life. King Kong is here as well, getting ready as Benny Cutie right on spot. Who's going to be the target? It's going to be King Kong.
Another Echo. Watch Sanford from the back!
Okay, Sanford with his knockout strike, but TNC is prepared for that. Sanford takes all the attention of the players of TNC as TNC will secure that Lord. Although, okay, look at the damage from the players of TNC and Sanford as well. The Sansan duo and the rest of Echo with that Echo Express.
40's looking for bodies. Can he take down King Kong? The Mortal Coil on through. One more hit. They're chasing him. King Kong falls.
Oh wow, Sansan duo at the top lane, not forcing or not giving King Kong the opportunity to be alive.
GN40 does it again, but what a team play by Echo to seal that Lord, to seal a massive win. Even though TNC looked primed to fight, Echo said no. What a gank by Sanford. What a follow-up by Benny to be aggressive and go forward.
And again, it was just off of the back of Sanji and Sanford playing with all of TNC. You can see where Benny is. You can almost kill him. You can see where JP is. Hell, Carl's going to be in your face. You don't even have to ask for it. But as long as Sanji and Sanford are out there, the job's never done. And now TNC's staring at all of their lanes getting pushed in. Big Lord down bottom too.
Okay, bottom lane is going to be destroyed here by the Lord. And Ben thinks not too tanky anymore as Echo is already, I think, full item. for this. Well, look at the damage of the Lord against the base.
Oh.
So TNC right now is being forced to use all resources just to defend and clear all those minion waves.
Oh, I was going to say this is quite unorthodox. Even before the waves were cleared, Echo just reverts to their cold and calculated forms. Like, you know what, guys? We're happy with the inhibitor down bottom. Let's wait until the next big fight.
Yeah, Echo's been one of the receiving ends of a late game turnaround because they were a little bit too excited with ending the game. But now as we look at the items, into that siege, Ben Cutie was able to build into the Haas Claws, Athena's Shield, and key members of TNC. Oh, everyone's packing already. Everyone's got what they need. A little bit more, one more damage item though for Goyo's needed.
Okay, look at Sanford. I mean, it's really about how you will zone out and force other players to be outside of their position.
16 minutes in, Echo looking at about 9,500 gold ahead here. About a minute until the Lord spawns. Still
Wow.
just a Luminous Lord. And look at how JP and Sanford are pushing away King Kong, making these defenses, making their inhibitors all the more harder to defend. TNC holding on for dear life here, holding on for the hope, for the sweep.
Yeah, it's just dad and son spending quality time together.
Although there is a conceal play, we heard that conceal from TNC, and Sanford is here. Okay, he's not afraid, although he knows that, even though he knows that there are 5 players from TNC on that position. So it's gonna be a long one. We have 13 seconds before this Lord to spawn. So the thing now here is, for TNC earlier, it's more on the minion wave management. This time around, that's the problem of TNC because every minion is flowing on up to their base.
Yep, even before you begin the Lord's Dance, you gotta make like the B-boys. Before you break, you put down the carton, you put down the cardboard box, and then you get the boom box, and then you dance.
Yeah, it's hard to dance in cement right now. But now TNC feel like they're drowning in cement with all the minion waves pushing forward. This Paquito pick early on, one of the first 3 picks of Echo's draft, they played it perfectly. Sanford much more active, free to do his own thing. TNC though, they're gonna contest this Lord.
Okay, they're ready and prepared. The battle spells are also available for all. So already low on life, who's gonna get to the Lord? This time around, and 26 left as Sanford will use that IMU. And look at Sanford right on spot. Innocent will use that torn apart memory, not enough damage for the side of TNC. Asco is coming down by the hands of Benny Cutie.
Oh, it all went Echo's way. Not a single trade, not a single objective taken, and maybe even a push. Echo is more than happy here. Echo is looking to end. They smell blood in the water.
Earlier it was TNC sandwiching, now it's Echo. And now they are on the brink of losing this game number 2, and Echo might be able to force a game number 3.
We have 2 players down to defend their base. Innocent will use already that that ultimate, and a tries force to flicker out. The Lord is here at the bottom lane. So TNC is fighting for their base alive.
More minions.
We have continuous pressure from Echo. Pentings is alive as well. The Lord has been defended, so this time around, Echo backs away.
Oh, touche, says Echo, touche. TNC still alive, the Phoenix flame still burns. And we're looking at another Lord possibly. Echo here, understand that they can't pick fights not willy-nilly, not so quickly.
And good acknowledgement by Echo to back away and not force anything. In the sieges, when all your minion waves are crashing together, the Faramis is the happiest of them all, with all of the bouncing of the Ghost Bursters going on and the resonance effect of the Lightning Truncheon in his hands. The fact that he has a Holy Crystal, Echo are respecting this Faramis now, and TNC just need to continue playing around it much better.
3 out of 5 members of TNC have an Athena's Shield. I would not be surprised if Innocent and Goyo start to juggle with an Athena's Shield as well. But wait!
Look at the face check from Carteezy. I think he knows that there are players from TNC during that moment. And look at Carteezy, and here comes the sandwich play again. Sanford on the back. Plus the crowd control from Echo. Again, what this is happening. The mid lane for Benny Cutie. There's no left to defend their base as Echo will tie this game 1-1.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor,